There are some really amazing weapons coming in the brand new Moxxi DLC Heist, and we're going to be taking a look at a couple of them thanks to a leak that got posted. Let's go ahead and dive in and find out what they are. This is LaserBolt and welcome to today's video, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple weapons that got leaked that are part of the Moxxi Heist DLC. Now, I was a little bit hesitant to make this video, but a lot of people have been covering it, so I decided to cover it as well. And we're going to be taking a look at 10 weapons that are going to be part of the DLC. Now, this is not the only weapons that are part of the DLC. There are other multiple weapons that are found in the DLC. Right now, we don't know how you're able to obtain these weapons, but we do know these weapons are part of the DLC. So big spoiler alert, guys. If you guys are watching this video and don't want anything spoiled for the brand new DLC Moxxi Heist, make sure you guys click away and come back when you guys are ready to watch. But we'll get started with the first weapon called the Burning Scoville. Now this one has a lot of potential, guys. It has 3,190 damage. So that's a very hard-hitting pistol. I mean, it's really good. Not only that, but it has a really good accuracy of 73%, 50% handling, that's a little bit choppy, 1.5 reload, pretty good for a hand cannon or a pistol, 10.16 fire rate, not that bad, and 8 magazine. Usually, what my theory when it comes to pistols is if it has 9+ magazine size, even 8 I'll probably take. It's actually a pretty good weapon, but it seems like this weapon does a couple of things. Not only does it have a really good splash damage, so that means we're going to be getting splash damage with this weapon. So that means that it might be viable for special builds or specific characters that focus on splash damage, and can't wait to actually get my hands on this and try it out. The next weapon we're going to be taking a look at is called Daisy Lucky 7. Now this one we don't know too much about it, but we do know the damage is 958. Accuracy is 60%, not that bad. Handling 55, not that bad as well. 2.7 reload time, that's actually pretty decent for a hand cannon or pistol. 12.60 fire rate, 10 on the magazine. I'm kind of happy with the magazine size. And this one I'm really interested to see how it plays out. The next weapon we're going to be taking a look at is an SMG called the Feral Boomer. Now this one looks really interesting, and I think this weapon might actually be pretty good. We have 259 times 2, 71 accuracy, 68 handling, 2.5 reload time, 11.81 fire rate, and 32 in the magazine. The reason why I say this might be pretty good is because of the magazine size. The magazine size is pretty decent to do a couple of damages to multiple enemies. In addition to that, guys, we have a lot of really good stuff. And one thing that actually stands out about this particular weapon out of other SMGs is that this one has splash damage. So I'm kind of interested to see if maybe we could get a splash build with this SMG and see how far that splash damage actually causes. Now it says right here, bullets are laced with hot sauce. Now, what hot sauce are we talking about? I can't wait to actually find out. Next up, we're going to be taking a look at a weapon that's called the Cheap Tips. Now, this one actually looks pretty good, and the coolest thing about this weapon is actually what it does. So we have 435 damage, 76 accuracy, 66 handling, 2.6 reload time, 7.9 fire rate, and 35 in the magazine. Once again, that magazine size is really spicy there. Now, the thing about this one that I said that it's interesting what the weapon does, we have damage enemies may drop casino ships that boost weapon damage for 12 seconds when picked up. Now, that is kind of interesting because if you're going to be dropping a lot of chips back and forth, you're going to be boosting your damage quite a lot. Now, in addition to that, we don't know what boost you're going to be. Are you going to be getting the regular boost, which is about 20%? If it is, then this weapon's actually going to become very powerful, especially if you pair this with a really damage boosting anointment like after action skill or something like that. It's going to be pretty powerful, and can't wait to actually try this weapon and check it out. The next weapon is the Ion Laser. Now this one is another SMG. As you guys are noticing the trend here, we are getting a ton of SMGs coming into the game. And this is a laser. It's just pretty much a gun that shoots a laser beam. I think we believe we saw this in a trailer, and it actually looks pretty interesting. The only thing I'm not so excited about this weapon is the damage. It's 231, so I don't think we're going to be getting anything higher than 300. That's just an estimate. But if we are, I would definitely like to see one of these with a really high damage rate, because this weapon seems pretty good. If it's a laser, it's going to be easier for you guys to move around and keep that target in sight. So it's a weapon I'm interested in, but not super excited for. Next weapon we're going to be taking a look at is the Ember's Perch. Now this one is another SMG, which comes with 445 damage, 81 accuracy, that's what stands out the most about this weapon. 74 handling, 2.7 reload time, 11 fire rate, and 34 in the magazine. Once again, really good magazine size. This one's going to be a charge speed one, so you're probably going to have to charge this up a weapon a little bit. We don't know if there isn't like hidden perk or anything in addition to this perch weapon, but it does seem quite viable, and definitely willing to try this one out as well. The next weapon we're going to be taking a look at is a shotgun, and for all of you shotgun lovers out there, we have the Heartbreaker. 354 times 4, not bad. I'm kind of digging that. 71 accuracy, 64 handling, 2.7 reload time, 3-second fire rate, and 10 in the magazine. That's actually a pretty good magazine size. 10 is not that like bad. It's pretty decent. This weapon, it seems like it's going to be a hard-hitting weapon, and it seems to be dropping in different variants. We have cryo, shock, radiation. So it's going to be interesting to see how this weapon fares compared to other shotguns. As right now in the shotgun category, we have like our top tiers, and then we have like everything else is really bad. But other than that, guys, I'm really excited to see if this one actually falls into the one of the best shotguns in the slots. Next weapon is another shotgun called Slow Hand, and this one comes with a really high damage, 1,201. Accuracy 69, not that bad. Handling 76, not that bad as well. 2.7 reload time, 3-second fire rate, and 13 in the magazine. I love the magazine size, especially high magazine size on hard-hitting shotguns. It's really, really good. And this one is going to be doing splash damage, which is something that I'm interested in because I might be able to clear a couple of rooms. So we're just going to have to wait and find out exactly to see how potent this weapon is. And I'm kind of excited that we're getting some new shotguns due to the fact that, like I said, shotguns are not like in a really good state, like where there's a ton of them that you could pick from. There's only some that are actually really powerful. Next up, guys, we're going to be taking a look at a rocket launcher, which comes with 5,603 damage. So this is a hard-hitting rocket launcher. It has accuracy 81, which is really good for a rocket launcher. Handling is a little bit doo-doo, 41. Reload 4.3, it's a little bit high. Fire rate 7, which is not that bad as well. Magazine size of 4. That magazine size is actually pretty good. Usually you get 2 to 3. 4 is actually pretty good. That means you're going to be able to fire this one in a relatively good state without having a problem. We have plus 33 weapon damage, and that splash damage radius is actually pretty good. 500 is not that bad, and the projectile speed is actually pretty good. Now, these also change dependent on which one you get, so don't really want to touch too much on those, but quite excited to see that really high splash damage on this one. Then we have the next one called the Potent Nukem. Now this one, guys, now this one, boys, this one's I'm actually looking really forward to. This one comes with 14,000 damage. I mean, 007, right? 14,007. Accuracy 77, really good. Handling 41, 2.7 reload time. The fire rate is pretty good as well. The only downside on this one is that whopping 1 magazine size, which is we're gonna have to be reloading quite a lot. But as you notice right here, the reloading speed on this one is not that high. So we will be able to get back into the action and cause a lot of damage with this nuke. Now, if the 14 wasn't enough to get you guys excited, we got a 1,200 splash damage radius. That's a lot, boys. That is quite a lot. And the projectile speed does have a plus 69. So I'm really excited to test this one out. This is one of those that has me really excited to test out due to the fact that we have a lot of rocket builds that we could put together for Moe's, Flak. So I'm really excited to actually test this one out. Last but not least, guys, we have ourselves a sniper rifle called the AutoM. And this one, we don't know too much about this one. We do know that this one does change different variants. You're able to fire this from a regular fire rate, and then you're able to also fire it in semi-fire rate as well. Damage 1,894 accuracy, so it's really accurate sniper. 72 handling, 3.0 reload speed, 4.9 fire rate, and 10 in the magazine. It looks like it's going to be dropping in different elements. So quite excited. Our sniper rifles are not in that like, oh my goodness, I want to use a sniper rifle. The only sniper rifle that's really, really good, of course, you guys should know it, is the Lyuda. So I'm kind of excited to see a brand new sniper rifle. Maybe this one will be a viable one that we could rock. and instead of using it like a sniper, maybe use it like a assault rifle or a pulse rifle. It's something interesting. Anytime you could use a sniper rifle like a semi-auto, it's actually pretty cool. So there you guys have it. Those are the 11 brand new weapons that are part of the DLC. Like I stated before, guys, these are not the only weapons found in the DLC. These are just some weapons that got leaked. I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about these weapons? Is there any weapons of the ones we mentioned that stands out that you're like, I want to get that weapon? Or are you guys like not so excited for what's coming? Please let me know all that in the comment section down below. If you haven't had a chance to check out the leak mods, I highly recommend you guys check that out. The video's down below in the description, and I will catch you guys on the next video.